All right, green thumbers, we are back at it. So I'm going to show you what my garden currently looks like. It is a mess. I have a lot to do, and I wasn't going to do a video, but I said, hey, you guys are going to see the before, so that way when you see how good it looks again, you'll know how much effort went into getting it right. So here we go. Yes, we are changing out the rocks. So these are the rocks we had before, and they're really big rocks. They look pretty, like aesthetically, but they kind of hurt to walk on. So we're changing it to these small rocks. But we have to finish opening up these bags. So it's looking pretty janky right now. Also, all of our trellises for our tomatoes that go along the side here, we have to get those put in. We have to get the grass over there pulled up. And yeah, we have a lot of stuff we still need to do. But anyway, we have some blueberry bushes. And then I believe that one over there is a golden like raspberry bush. We have onion. These are the red zeppelins. And then we have some, I think these are like snap peas. Let me see. Yeah, sugar daddy peas. And they're gonna grow up the trellis over here. Over here we have more onion. And got lettuce. Oh my goodness, I just stepped in a big thing of water. My foot is soaked. We have some radishes. Actually, these radishes are probably pretty much done. We have carrots right here. These are 3 different types of lettuce. And we have some spinach. I can actually harvest some of this spinach. I might make some for dinner. More lettuce over here. Let me see what types of lettuces these are. So over here is butter crunch lettuce. Right here is black seeded Simpson. Over here, this looks like a romaine. Yep, romaine. And then this is Paris Island. So we're gonna try to get that eaten up before it gets too hot. These are Asian greens right here. Everything in this bed was started from seed, except for the onion. I got those starts from Dixondale Farm. But the peas, the radish, oh, these are a different type of radish right here. So the radishes over here, carrots, everything in this bed was started from seed in this bed. And we have some, oh, except these cauliflower. I got these from the nursery because everything like over there that I'm going to show you, I started from seed in the house. Oh, that's not for me. Everything. Okay, everything over there in that bed over there, I started from seed in the house. But then I realized I didn't have any cauliflower. And I was like, wait a minute, I know I started some. So I think that one of my trays fell and I didn't realize that it was a tray of cauliflower. So I had to go get some from the nursery. But anyway, they're doing pretty good. Stepping in that water again. Okay. Over here, same. So over here we have, I think these are Patterson. Yeah, these are the Patterson onions that I got from Dixondale because they have a longer storage life. So that's why we got those. And then we have some peas over here. These are the sugar snap peas. And as you can see, they just start to attach themselves to the trellis. Oh, hi. Okay. Over here, oh man, look at this. Cabbage moths are in business. Okay, I gotta go get my BT spray. Look, I see them. Look at this one right here. You're about to die, little buddy. Oh, some more. It's too much there. Here's another one. Okay, this is not a cabbage moth video, but here's another one. They are here. They deep. Not on my watch. I gotta go get that BT spray. I got some BT spray in the house. Look, they eating it up good. Wow, I gotta find the one that's on this one. That's crazy. But it's a part of the game. That's why I have some. Oh, look, it's two of them right there. They tag teaming. Tag team back again. This reminds me of last year. And it's so funny because when I first planted everything, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cover them up with some frost protection or some insect netting. Guess who didn't do that? And guess who's paying for it now? It's all good though. I know they happy about this bed because this bed is like all brassicas. Okay, but I'll go through and I'll find all the rest of them. But anyway, like I was saying, everything that's in this bed I started from seed. As you can see, my broccoli right there has bolted, and I think that's just because of the extreme weather. Like, it was really cold and then it got really hot and then really cold again, and I didn't cover it up. I just, as you can see, I've been slacking. Like, all this would have been done by now. I still have to clean out my little pots. They're over there looking crazy. I'm gonna do better, guys. But anyway, everything's growing really good. So let's see, most of this is collards actually, and I think it's one or two cabbages in here. Like, that's a cabbage, that's a cabbage, that's a cabbage. Okay, so all of those right there are cabbages, all four of those. And then I think this one is a cabbage too. Yep, Copenhagen cabbage, that's a cabbage. And then everything else are collards in here. Started everything from seed in the house. Okay, they're gonna be beautiful flowers in those pots pretty soon. You wait and see. My grass people are here. So I showed y'all that broccoli that bolted. These are some more plants that I started from seed in the house, and they're already hardened off, and they're kind of just here because when things like that happen, I have things to replace it with. So, because I think I have like 2 or 3 more plants that bolted. So here's another broccoli, so I'm good. I think, let's see, what are these? Yep, this is a cauliflower. See, I knew I had another cauliflower. Okay, let's see, what's this? Oh, these are bells of Ireland. All of them can be though. This looks like kale right here. Yep, so these are bells of this. I don't know why this look like basil to me. Don't let me find out I mislabeled. So some stuff fell and I just put the labels back where I thought they went. So hey, and then these are collards. And then I believe these are different cabbages over here. So this is a purple cabbage, and then these are Emiro cabbages. So there's a lot of these. So I'm planting flowers in these beds right here. Not beds, but these are my green stalk planters. I'm gonna put impatiens in here, and I'm hoping that it's just one big impatient bush. And then I have more green stalks that I'm gonna put right there. There's 5 of them. I just haven't assembled them yet, but they're gonna be like flowers and beans, peppers. Got a lot of plans for those. Over here, look, the cabbage worms are going in. Look how big they are. The other day they were not even this big. Look how many it is. This is crazy. I mean, just the audacity. It's like, I did not start all of these in February to be feeding insects in May, you know? But that's my fault. I knew I was supposed to cover them up, and I said I was going to, and I didn't, because I was like, oh, I have time. So word to the wise, if you're gonna cover your brassicas up in the spring, go ahead and just cover it up the same day that you plant them, because you'll deal with damage, but they'll bounce back. These plants are resilient. It's just you have to stay on top of it. Like, okay, see, here's another one I was saying bolted, and then this one is, they're gonna eat this one from the rooter to the tutor. Look at this. I was out here picking some a couple of days ago and they were really small. Look how big they've gotten. Well, you don't know how small they were though, but they were, you could barely see them. They were so skinny. They've been eating good. Look, there's another one. Oh, see, that's how small they were right there. See that little one right there? And now they're big like this. So this is the type of maintenance you have to do. Let's squish that one. You have to look really good. Forgive the grass being cut. There's nothing in these. I just set them up here because oh, I don't know if you guys know, but this is a new area. So last year I had a whole bunch of my like sweet potato pots over here, but I traded those in for standing raised beds. So these pots aren't going to stay up here. I'm going to use the soil for something else, and then I'm going to put my sweet potato pots over there. And then I'm trying to decide if I even want to plant anything in here. And these pots over here, we'll see. And then I have more onions over here. Those are the grass people right there. And then I actually turned my greenhouse around because it was actually the other way. Oopsie. Turn around and act like I didn't see that. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna plant something in these. So let me know what y'all think, because I have some grapes, and I know grapes need a trellis. And I was looking in one of my gardening magazines, and they have some trellises that could fit in this little space, that could go up to like where the top of the windows are. And I was thinking that might be a good idea, but I don't know. I don't have any much experience with grapes. I know they can get kind of wild and crazy unless you prune them. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm gonna pull this out and plant one of my cabbages. It's gonna be warm soon, but we still have like a month until summertime, so it should still have cool enough temperatures to where I can get some type of, even if I don't get a head, I can at least get leaves. Sorry, doing my video. Okay, so I have potatoes in my green stalk. This is the first year I did potatoes in a green stalk, and they're growing pretty good. Actually, what's funny is the wind knocked this green stalk over. And I had to like pick up every layer and put it all back, but it's still doing good. That's what I mean, like plants are so resilient. My greenhouse had blown away. I'm just opening it up. So I was just showing my greenhouse. It's a mess because it got really windy, and so I had to zip the door shut so that it would stop rustling around all of my stuff. So it kind of looks a mess in there right now, but it's okay. My bok choy is bolting. It's getting a little warm, so I'm probably just gonna pull all of these out and put it in like some type of Korean soup, you know, like a hot pot. I've been really into hot pot lately, even though it's getting warm. These are all lettuces. They are doing great. I wonder why my lettuces are doing great, but my bok choy is bolting. Maybe it's just the tolerance, I don't know. But yeah, these are different romaine lettuces. Probably should harvest some of this. And these are broccolis. Here's another one that bolted, so I am going to replace that with one of the plants I have on the table. As you can see, we just have more like pruning to do, like with the little grass that's sticking out. Over here, I have to clean out my flower pots over here. And then also these are old tomatoes from last year, so clean those out. I moved one of my clay green stalks to over here, and I don't even know what I'm gonna plant there yet. Maybe some herbs. And then I have, oh, looks like some of my stalks are growing. Let's see. So these stalks I started from seed. looks like some of them are starting to finally flower. You see it? Yep. Yay, that's exciting. I started these from seed back in like February. Oh, let's see. Actually, February 6th, 26. So these are Chanter, Cedo. These are Chanter Alto Light Pinks over here. And then these are new, I gotta start writing a little better, but light pink. And I got all of my stock seeds from Baker Creek. So I'm excited to see what they look like when they fully come out. But the picture on the seed packets looks so good. These I think are just like weeds. I need to pull them out because this is where I'm gonna have my zinnias and my peppers. Then I'm also gonna have some flowers over here. This is like flower row over here, like cut flowers. I like to take them to work. And then these are gonna be tomatoes again. Just have to get them cleaned out. So yeah. And those leftover rocks, the big ones, we're gonna put some of this like black paper, whatever it is, brown cover down. And then those big rocks, we're gonna put those down. See all the debris that flew over here from my neighbor's yard? Ugh. But we're gonna get all that cleaned up. And we probably won't be able to cover all of the surface area, but we wanna cover at least the majority of it because I don't want my rocks to go to waste. We put some right here. I think I'm gonna put my compost bin either on top of this or next to it right here. The biggest thing, oh, these are gonna get moved. These are the pallets that my potatoes and sweet potatoes were on last year. So we're gonna move those. They're not gonna stay here. They don't look aesthetically pleasing. But anyway, that's where we are as of right now. Little garden update. I'll come back. When I come back, it'll be completely different and more cute.